Hello everyone! Just today, Wizards of the Coast did a big stream about Strixhaven School of Mages. They talked about a lot of the new mechanics, the new colleges that I will get into later, and they talked about the Planeswalkers that will be on this plane. So I'm going to recap the 50-minute stream for you, and hopefully, I'll put how long the videos and you can check, but I don't know, I'm hoping for it to be like under 10 minutes. First, I'll talk about the Planeswalkers that are in this set. First off, we have Rowan and Will Kenrith. This is not two cards, but it's actually one card, and it's an MDFC with Rowan on the front side and Will on the back. They both have some similarities, but one of them is a lot cheaper, so if you want to play an early Planeswalker to start getting the train rolling, you can do that, but then if you want a more game-winning, bigger Planeswalker, you can play Will on the backside. They were both sent by Kasmina to train on Strixhaven, and speaking of Kasmina, there is also Kasmina in this set. She is a 1 green-blue mythic, and you know what that means. She's busted, except she doesn't really look that way. Not yet. Someone's gonna bust her, I tell you. She has a few abilities, but the main interesting thing about her is that she gives her abilities to other Planeswalkers. So I don't know how someone's going to break that ability, but obviously someone's going to break that ability. Luca is also on this plane. We first met him in Ikoria last year, and he is now on Strixhaven. We didn't actually see a card for him, just his art, but, that's still pretty good. We got to see what he's looking like, same as he did on Ikoria, but, still. He is apparently drawn to the Oriq, some dark mages, so he might be getting into some shifty stuff. I know that Pokemon! That's Onyx! No, wait, what? That's Liliana. Where the heck did she come from? Now, you might be wondering, how the heck did Liliana get here, and why the heck is she called Onyx? So, after War of the Spark, she was kind of helping Bolas, so a bunch of people were really pissed at her. So she ran away with Kaya and Rat, did some stuff at her old home, killed an imposter, and this was all in War of the Spark Forsaken, which is a book that no one really liked, and I'm included in that group, though I read it just because I was bored, and I hadn't discovered Brandon Sanderson yet. But yeah, now she's on Strixhaven, and she's a teacher. No one knows that she almost destroyed the multiverse at the hands of Nicol Bolas. Yeah. I don't think they would hire her if they knew that. That's all the Planeswalkers. Now to go on to the Mystical Archive. These are kind of like expeditions in which they are reprintings of old cards in a technically different set with a new cool frame, but unlike an expedition, they show up once per pack. These are going to be 63 iconic instant sorceries from throughout Magic's history, including Opt, Lightning Bolt, Demonic Tutor, Duress, stuff like that. I'm sure we'll see Thoughtseize in there later too. Now on to mechanics. As I said earlier with Rowan and Will, MDSCs will be returning yet again, and I don't know if MDFCs are going to become some kind of evergreen mechanic, because they're really liking these MDFCs, and I'm really liking these MDFCs. Especially back in Zendikar when they could flip into lands. That was really good. The next mechanic is Magecraft, and this does something. It's kind of like Landfall where you don't actually know what thing it is, but it triggers when you cast or copy an instant or sorcery spell. So if you storm off, or you just play Flusterstorm, you can get a lot of Magecraft triggers. Next up is Learn and Lesson. So these are two different things, but they definitely go together. Learn says that when you learn, it's kind of like investigate, where you do, when it says investigate or learn and you do something. So when you learn, you either discard a card and draw a card, or you can put a lesson card from outside the game into your hand. Sadly, this doesn't work in Commander from what we know. Now you might be wondering, what the heck is a lesson? There's no such thing as a lesson in Magic. Well, there will be. So lesson is a new sorcery type, at least all we've seen as sorceries. It might also be an instant type, though it wouldn't make sense for a lesson to be a sorcery, because, geez, lessons take forever. Wouldn't my classes just get out earlier, for goodness sake? Now on to the colleges of Strixhaven. Each one has their own watermark, so you know what college each card is from, though it would probably be pretty apparent even without the watermark. Now, because this plane is a ripoff of Harry Potter, they have to have their own equivalent to Quidditch, and in this case, it is Mage Tower. Mage Tower is where each college tries to take another college's mascot from their tower, and they can use any magic to do this so long as they do not harm any other, physically harm. You could make someone go mad, and that's perfectly in the rules of the game. But as long as you don't physically harm anyone, you can do whatever. The first college is Lorehold. They are all about archaeomancy, looking into the past, learning from the past, and then bringing the past into the present. So their mascot is the spirit, and they were founded by Velomachus Lorehold, an ancient dragon. Every college was founded by an ancient dragon, kind of like the house founders in Harry Potter. Next up is Prismari, and they represent red and blue. They're all about entertainment, and their mascot is the elemental. They are founded, and unlike in Harry Potter, these founders are actually still alive because they're ancient dragons. But anyway, they are founded by Galazeth Prismari. Next up, in the Simic color combination, is Quandrix, and they're all about math. Math. From what I can tell, it's a lot of like geometry and trigonometry, and not as much 1+1. Their mascot is a fractal, which is actually, I think, a creature type now, or it's just a type of thing. But it is not like what you consider a fractal. It is like a new thing. And they were founded by Tenazir Quandrix. The fourth college is Silverquill. They represent white-black and are all about words and style. Now, you might notice that I'm not a big guy on style. I just wear this, like, one of these t-shirts every single time, and I just cut my hair short as heck. So, I probably wouldn't fit in here, but, I'm sure some of you are quite stylish. Their mascot is the Inkling, and it's not like in Splatoon. It's very void of color. It's just a black little floaty thing. So, honestly, I kind of like the Splatoon Inklings better, but, so be it. They were founded by Shadrick Silverquill, which we actually have a card for. Lastly, we have Witherbloom. They are green-black and basically do the same thing that the Golgari do. Raise stuff from the dead, kill stuff, green-black stuff, Their mascot is the Pest, and not just any kind of pest. There's a specific kind of pest that I'm showing on screen now, because, my editor self is listening to me right now. The Witherbloom were founded by Belladros Witherbloom. Now that that's all the colleges, we also learned about the new dual land cycle. And this new dual land cycle is the completion of the reveal land cycle that started in Shadows over Innistrad. We originally had the ally color combinations, and now we have the enemy colors. I think this cycle is pretty good as long as you're not, playing a 5-color deck. Because in a 5-color deck, it's not that great. But in 2-color, this cycle of lands is very, very good. And lastly, some information that we got from Day 9. MTG Arena is now going to be on all mobile devices, not just a specific number of Android phones. Now, it is also going to be on all iOS, which is nice because I have an iPhone, and all the Android stuff, so I'm happy about this. Anyway, that is everything that we learned in this announcement. Thank you so much for watching till the end, because you're, listening to me, so you must have watched till the end. You didn't skip to the end just to hear me say thanks. I don't know why the heck you would do that. Anyway, if you liked the video and found it helpful, subscribe for more. Hit the like button if you really did get something out of it. Also, if your friends want to know more about Strixhaven, share with them. Also, if you have anything that I can improve on or that you want to know, put it in the comments. Anyway, so that's everything. Thank you for watching. I will see you next time.